Oh, you sucker. You are... Okay. Enough of that. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and make some food, and we can get cranking on Evo content. My temperament bipolar. Oh. Shout out King Kendrick. Today is a beautiful day now, it turns out, because you know how Washington do, temperament bipolar, just like I said. And you guys remember it's freaking pouring down rain down at the dealership. Now, clear skies. And check it out, we're gonna go ahead, pull out the Evo, and start working on prepping this hood to be what I hope to be a forged carbon hood very soon. So let's go ahead. I don't know if I'm gonna start it up. I might just roll it back onto the driveway and just park it there for a little bit. Got no hood right now, so might still have to pull it back in tonight. Hopefully it's not too rainy later, so let's go ahead and get this thing outside real quick. kind of cut the line a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, I'm thinking I'm just gonna move this hood here, kind of like right here, so we have kind of a little spot to work on, and then I'm just gonna grab this orbital sander out here and see if we can't start smoothing this bitch out. Need a battery. Come on, can I do it with one hand? I can! Nice. I'm gonna get the other battery on charge too. We're probably gonna run through it pretty quick. Boop, boop, boop. Oop, wrong way. Boop, boop, boop. There. Okay, where is the other battery? I think it's inside the car somewhere. Boop, boop, boop. Again. Just take the whole bag out. Second one. What's we battery at? 2. Yeah. Nice. So the plan is to use this as the base for the hood. Yeah, relatively. I think we can work with this. So this is 80 grit apparently. Essentially what we got to do is sand down the hood, prep it, get it ready, and then throwing on the carbon flake and resin, and hopefully by the end of this we'll have a really nice product. From what I've read, I actually did do a little bit more here. I'll show you actually. From what I've read, I can actually use epoxy on primer, so I'm going to go through and hand sand some of this and make sure that every surface is scuffed, and hopefully we could try it and see what happens. If the epoxy doesn't stick, oh well, it is what it is, but... Alright guys, we're all prepped up. I'm just I opened up the epoxy resin. Look at how big these are. These are actually pretty large. Threw the carbon hood on for just a little bit. It doesn't latch in the front, and it's probably just because the hole where the latch actually sits is just a little bit too far forward, so it hits the actual latch itself. So can't run this hood, unfortunately, unless we modify that part or put the hood pin in. But I don't really like how the hood pin thing was. Also, there's a hole in this carbon hood because of the hood pin, so RIP the hood, but that's okay. You can see how much of a gap there is on this side, and I can't even get it closed. But that's just to keep the rain off of the battery and stuff, although it might actually not help. Alrighty, I've set out all of our materials here. So we have a bottle of epoxy resin hardener and the resin itself, and then we have all of our chop strand, and there's our roller, one of our rollers, and then 2, 3, 4 brushes. I think this is the one we're going to use mainly because it has more of a brush. These ones were recommended potentially, or like, I don't know, they're just kind of like more like rubbery squeegee style thing. So maybe that'll be better for resin just because it doesn't like get hard on it, I guess, or at least like break off when you get it hard. But this one, once you get the resin on there and it hardens, it's probably pretty bunk. So okay, well, let's go ahead and get on started, I guess. All right, here we go. This one is interesting. It's an equal parts pour. So I'm going to use milliliters here. I'm going to use a decent amount. Okay. Okay, turns out it's still got wooden chopsticks. That's good. There we go. We're going to use this to mix. I already dropped something in there. God damn it. It was a piece of that chopstick paper. Let's go ahead, put another 125 in. This is the hardener. Let's go. This is it. This is a very big canvas, so I'm hoping this will be enough, but let's go ahead and... Oh, yep. All right, so this stuff has a working time of about 30 to 40 minutes. Let's go ahead, put on our gloves here and get cracking on it. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is all from YouTube, guys. Learn from YouTube and then repeat. That is my goal here. Let's see what happens. I might not have enough resin even mixed up. Oh shit, I almost dropped that whole fucking thing, bro. Oh, yep. This actually seems to work pretty well. So, we're sat here right now. We actually learned a very interesting truth. The truth is, this is actually a carbon hood. It's been painted over, it's been primered over. So, if we want to, we could just strip it and it would be carbon again. But I think it'll probably look a little bit better if we do the forged look. I think I've been wanting to match the trunk there, so let's go ahead and just do it. But I can see the carbon right all along this edge that I sand out. It's actually carbon. I thought it was just black. Okay, the whole hood is covered now. I have a little extra epoxy. I'm gonna leave it here on the side somewhere. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing chop strand on it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, well, no amount of YouTube research has prepared me for this at all, to be honest. So it looks okay, it's decent. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So it's really not terrible right now. There are some spots where it like strings out more like hair. We're gonna have to re-pour and just wait till the whole thing is cured a little bit more before we can do the next step. I do kind of regret not having all of the hood painted black first, but that's okay because it does kind of show through a little bit of this like gray primer here and there, but we'll see what happens with it. I'm just gonna let it dry overnight, and then after that we can try to put on another layer. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. All right, so yesterday we went ahead and I forgot I had also ordered this peel ply material style thing, so it was, well, not very balanced today. But I put it on and used the roller a little bit, and it seems like it might have done a little bit, but this thing's gonna be rough. This thing's gonna be very rough today. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to peel it, to be honest. Okay, all right, all right. It's not too bad, to be honest. You can see that there's a lot of exposed stuff here. And it feels kind of still a little bit tacky. So I'm wondering if we may have to just wait for later this evening. But for now, that's what we're looking at. And honestly, it's not half bad. There's a lot of divots and rivets, and so we're gonna have to go over this again. Let's see. So the clumpy spots that I had, honestly, it didn't turn out terrible. Maybe the worst ones are kind of closer to the edges, perhaps, or like right here. This one's pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this to dry some more. Probably this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe do a little bit of sanding before we put on the second layer. Or we could just throw on the second layer. I mean, nothing's really stopping us. Dude, this dude always comes over here and waits for me to open the door. Okay, so it's been a couple days since we've worked on this hood. It is looking decent so far, but what I want to do is I want to go through and sand some stuff down so that I can make it a little bit more comprehensive when I go to lay more of this resin, because I don't want it to be too thick on here. Like, obviously we want to keep the hood as light as we can. Let's go ahead, do a little bit of a sand, and then clean it up and maybe re-pour again. Oh, I did buy a respirator so that we could do that. We did it. I don't know that you guys can hear me very well, but yeah, so this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding, see what happens. So I started sanding it down. The reason and I also apparently forgot to do this whole side the second round, so this side looks way better than this side does, which is fine because we are trying to get rid of some of these tufts, kind of take it back down to pretty thin before we start patching these little tiny holes, and then we'll go ahead and lay resin over the whole thing again. Have plenty of resin left, that's good. If we need more chop strand, we can always get it, but we do have half a bag still, and I know how to use it, so we're gonna be a little bit more efficient with our usage this time. So I think we'll be okay. I'm just gonna keep sanding. My thing just keeps dying because, you know, battery powered things just tend to go out pretty quick. We're learning things as we go. So close, we're getting closer. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it, and it's gonna look pretty good, I think, by the end of it. Alrighty, so here we go. I am starting to fill in holes and trying to add some more material here, but it looks like doing it this way, look at that. Some of that's coming out already, the color. What we're going for here, hopefully we can actually add some more as well while we're here. For the first time ever doing something like this, honestly, it's coming out pretty good. I hope the next time I sand it, it's going to be a lot of sanding and stuff, but the next time I sand it, I'm hoping it'll be way flatter and smoother than it used to be. Okay, so I have most of it laid down now. Still, of course, gonna be wavy on top, but that's okay. We're just gonna wait for it to dry up. Hopefully it will fill in all the spots, and then we can go ahead, sand blast it down again, see if we can fill in all the tiny little low spots again. Basically repeat until we can get it all good, but it seems like it's gonna at least turn out good, because man, look at that. That is so nice and shiny too. I think it's gonna look great when it's done. I am having trouble with these vent pieces though, so I'm kind of holding off on those for now, but we will get those done, don't worry. So we're in the caddy right now. What are we doing? We picked up whales, baby. Let's go. So I found a set of basically CR Kais, so they're works. We're gonna head on back home right now, see if we can't get these wheels test fitted. I think they'll be a good spec. I mean, they're a little large. I will give them that, so they might poke, and I might have to raise the car a little bit, but hopefully nothing too crazy. I'm hoping the camber kind of helps in the rear so that it doesn't poke in the rear. That's the only concern I have, because I don't care about the fronts being poked. So let's go home, test fit them. They're 18 by 9.5 plus 12. My old set was 18 by 10 plus 12, so I think we're gonna be okay. Alrighty, got the Evo jacked up. Let's go ahead and test fit one of these. They look pretty decent. They do have brand new tires on them, which is really nice. Oh, 18 by 9.5, huh? So I think the OEM BBSs are, you know, honestly, they're not that much different. I think they're gonna fit pretty good. Wonder, let's see. Emotion, Kawami's, a 9.5 plus 12, 114s. All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully they clear Brembos. I think they will. Should be no problem. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, bagosh. It is kind of aggressive, but I think it'll sit nice once the natural camber comes back in. Let's see. Let's try it. Now, the one that I probably will have to change though is that rear on the other side is really tucking right now, so I might have to break out the spanners actually quicker than I realize here. Honestly, I think it's good. I wonder if that tire profile really is actually that much larger. Let's see, let's get them side by side. I mean, to be completely honest, it looks like they're exactly the same size. Actually, this one's a little bit bigger even. What are we running on these? 245 40s? And these are 235 40s. So, or 225 40s? 225s. It's a little poke. It is outside of stock fender range. Let's see what happens if I jump on it here. I mean, if that's where it sits when it settles, and these are rolled, if we could add a little bit of camber, I think it would be perfect. But from the rear, that looks really aggressive, so I like that. So when we go ahead and do this side, yeah, see how much more it's tucking here? I don't know that you can see that. It's tucking quite a bit, so we have to raise this side a little bit. Okay, so I got the 3 on. I got, wait, one more is over there. Gotta wait for the rear here because I do have to raise it up. Now, the only reason I haven't put it on yet and raised it yet is because I want to turn the car around so we're not blocking right here. See the Bronco? Roommate be parking 3-4 feet off the freaking curb right here is insane to me. But yeah, so I gotta flip it around and make sure we're good to go before we start messing with the car anymore. So I'm just gonna go pull it around the block and come back and pull in this way. But it'll also give me a kind of an idea of how this is gonna ride when it's done. But I think, I mean, shoot, dude, I don't know. Let's see what happens if I sit in it. Gotta move some stuff. Ah, fuck it, I'll just sit. I mean, it doesn't look like it'll hit. Good thing I have spanner wrenches because they really helped. But yeah, now we're pretty much even on all 4 corners. I think that was the only reason it was kind of pulling a little weird, was because of that. So we're good to go. Have a little bit of a rake, which is nice, kind of facing downwards a little bit, which is good. Started her up, added some oil, so we can go for a little cruise and see how she feels on the road with brand new wheels and tires on. But I think it looks pretty good. I wish it had a little bit more camber so that I could tuck a little bit. I think it would look really good then. But look at that, like, just look at the front here. Front fitment. That's pretty solid. If I was just a little bit lower. I've just done me an insane amount of sanding. I probably spent half the day doing this, but it's pretty good. You can see all the little low spots or the little shiny spots here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to fill again. I did spray a little bit of paint against the edge. Let's hope that that clears up some of the the spots that we had that were kind of more gray. So the primer, And I did go through and sand all of these as well. So these are looking a lot better. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit more down. It seems like a lot of these ones are kind of not filling only because they keep falling down due to gravity. So the resin needs to be able to sit in here, and we're gonna do just these small little holes up the front first, and then we can kind of move backwards as we go. I gotta do these little vent parts too. These are pretty sick. These are Veris rear spats. I have the diffuser back behind that carbon hood over there, but check this out. It is authentic. Shout out to my boy Eric. He is out there in the east side of Washington and hooked it up because the damage, I'll show you guys in a little bit, is beyond perhaps his repair skill, or maybe he just didn't want to deal with it. I don't know. Since we're doing projects like this anyway, we might as well do these. I think I'm going to rock these for now because I saw somebody else on Instagram had just these on his 8, and it looked pretty fire with the JDM bumper. So let's go ahead and throw these on. They're pretty easy. It's just 3 bolts, and I'm pretty sure the JDM bumper already has those holes in the bumper. And then we can pull out that thing. It's a little hard to see. But what I eventually want to do is perhaps do the forged carbon look on this as well. So we could lay it on. Now I know how to do it a little bit better. You could scuff this up, lay it on, and then, yep, tap on some of the carbon here. And then if it does show through, it will show through as carbon weave, which is kind of sick. I don't really know. I'll have to maybe tape it up and see what's up with it. There's a little pop-up today. We got the boys. Oh, he's still able to move. Alright, so we picked up Juan and Kyle from the shop there. Now Juan has come back with his Evo. We've got the Porsche and the McLaren and this. Check it out, check it out. Eat that 510. Very, very nice, very nice. But look at this engine, bae. You got gritty intake, the turbo tile. Oh, with the wastegate dump right there. That's actually... Oh yeah, it goes all the way down. That's a crazy looking strut bar. Oh yeah, buddy. Whew.
This thing's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it goes.
And was it weigh like 2,400 pounds?
Less than that.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Like 17. Right around 18 to 1900. I haven't weighed it since the SR20's been in it, but I would guess 19, somewhere around there. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Freshly painted?
Yeah, kinda.
Smells like
Yeah. Well, this has all been
special.
freshly painted in here, and I've been doing some touch-ups. I'm going to go to the Shelton car show that they have.
Yeah.
And I put it in unfinished car and detailed engine bay. It's about the only 2 things I can think that it would actually do something in. So, yeah.
It looks like it's track oriented, so
That's very track oriented.
That's
what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Are you gonna throw it on track?
In time, yeah. As soon as I get all the bugs dialed out. But it's freshly built. Like it hasn't really gone through a break-in or find out what's wrong process yet. So
It'll tell you.
oh, I'm waiting. So what I keep doing is listening and waiting and listening, I should say. But yeah.
What the hell? I don't know how this works. This is homeboy's GoPro. I'm gonna take it. It's a GoPro. It's a camera, yeah. Taking it and I'm recording myself cleaning up the mess these people leave. Look at all this. Come on. Jeez. I can't see myself with this. You can follow me on OnlyFans. Oh shit. What
you talking about?
Oh, my OnlyFans account. Oh, so